Alright, today on Disco Elysium we are talking to Joyce. Right, because we've got... There's more to like learn about here in this branch, right? So today we'll finish off this one. Given how the dialogue goes in this game, I don't know how long that'll take, but I guess we'll find out, right?
It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
Yeah, nobody cares about me.
Cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective. In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
Well, you haven't, but it's too late now to go back.
It's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use. That seems unlikely.
Yes, I perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie, out in the open somewhere.
What are you saying, necktie?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He's being sarcastic.
We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
A lot of these options it looks like I've already chosen.
RCM's responsibilities are defined by
And I remember this, like dialogue before. Why is this? Yeah, because you see, I said that before. This is all like, yeah.
Lieutenant, permit me to conclude with this. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help.
Okay, why was that not why was that highlighted before? Was it? Did I misremember? Did missee? Whatever. We'll just power on then.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile, a traitor, a devourer of nations and infants.
Sounds
I am an ultra.
Ultra liberal?
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
See, let's go communist
No,
here.
not like me. I am the nether creature of the forbidden swamp who pushed the king under a shipwagon and betrayed the revolution. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial colonists? No, I think not. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
Why is she taking this angle? This has gotten real weird all of a sudden.
As you see a mixture of truth and self-satire, decades of guilt and pride.
Let's go the neutral route.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for us in our chateaux on Ozon and in Stella Maris.
Chateaus.
When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed. With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, madam.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, a bird? A Svenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Did I interrupt the dialogue? Oh yeah, now shall return to reality. Sorry, I didn't see that before.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
I got an experience, and I got a full experience point from doing that whole little dialogue branch for some reason. I mean, I'll take it.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
Cindy's joining in.
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's ask about Cindy. What's up with
Girl in
her?
the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
She's talking about like counterculture, subculture.
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Cattle has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
I'm definitely not.
And what would that be?
Disco.
I can see that, yes. I dabbled in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby. Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me. The new, the cultural era, and the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It
I don't know what
involved
that's
lots
supposed
of
to be.
partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-coloured everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now, wasn't it Guillaume le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
I mean, I'm obviously not gonna get this, but let's roll for it anyways. Double
A
six.
strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
Sway the sloop
It's
slowly.
on the tip of your tongue, a doubt of sorts already in your head, but it's not fully formed yet. You have to wait return to this later, once the jamais vu thought is complete.
Jamais
Glad to
vu.
have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
We're not on jamais vu, are we? Like, okay, I got an extra point. I have it as a thought I can think some point in the future. But, you know, I still... I mean, maybe that's a sign. I've got enough points. I feel like I should spend one on... Do I only get so many, though? I guess we'll find out. No, you see one unlocked above it. So we'll pop in jamais vu, because why not? Oh? Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Was I stopping it before? I don't know. Buttons are difficult. I don't know what else there is to do right now. I guess we might as well knock on the tenements.
But there's no response.
Try again.
The door rattles again. But
Oh.
this time, you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Yeah.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here. Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building.
I mean, we just need to talk with her. Can't we talk with her from out here?
Backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Let's bug Kim.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside.
Well, that was a good use of our time. What has she got to say?
Again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I like it.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
What's the fishing
If
village?
you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time. Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
Alright, well, Cindy was helpful for some reason. What is that I just fiddled with? I want to see what this is.
On the side of an apartment building.
Ah. Can I get something from
You
it?
have no clue. It's just a wall.
I cannot.
So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Okay, well this is just her. Right, there's a door there. There's things to examine up there. Can I talk to that guy up there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Yeah, you're something new. Who are
Not
you?
looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Gendarmerie, I'm not familiar with
Don't
that.
let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Yeah, someone was killed, I'd say
Nervous
so.
cat. He keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Alright, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
I wish I
We
did.
remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Who?
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Like, who is he meaning to refer
Last
to?
week? I don't know. Look,
What's his name? The head of the lynching gang?
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of this scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
Sunday friend?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
Yeah.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Is there a point to that?
Time to
I
bring out your
failed.
secret child. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go.
Yeah, I
Good
nailed
luck
that
with the
one.
investigation.
Well, that was a thing that happened. I say, why can't I X the menu? But he's got to show off a little animation. I nailed that one, Kim.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Yeah, he kind of talked in riddles a little bit with like how he referred to people, didn't he?
There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found the way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Well, I mean, I guess that is an episode, right? There's a bunch of stuff to do up here. Jam. Oh, right. Something to, sorry, that's something to do tomorrow. We can talk to all the people, like all the drivers. Yeah, fishing village and that. I'm gonna just like mosey on over to the drivers, I think. Partially something to do, partially because like that's what was going on with the audio? Did you hear that? There's some really glitching in the static. But yeah, I'm gonna go over there partially to like pad out this video and partially because I need to like make sure I remember how to like what to do. So yeah, we'll save here. And that will be today's video. And yeah.